India has announced its most significant GST reform since the tax was introduced in 2017. The 4 existing slabs have now been compressed into just 2, a move experts say will cut the tax burden on common people and energize the economy. Rajiv S. Sahu, financial expert and chairman of the Indian Chamber of Commerce in Odisha, called the timing crucial as India faces global headwinds, especially in exports to the United States. The reform is expected to trigger a cycle of higher demand, increased industrial output, and new employment opportunities. Labor-intensive industries, manufacturing, and services are projected to see faster growth. Farmers too may benefit with reduced costs and rising rural demand. The white goods industry, linked directly to household consumption, is set for revival with nearly 10% tax cuts on several categories. Sahu pointed out that GST collections have already tripled since 2017 from Rs 75,000 crore a month to nearly Rs 2.2 lakh crore. With higher compliance and trading volumes, the government can now ease the burden on taxpayers. He added that while Indian exports to the US face challenges, the country's strong domestic market, alternate trade avenues, and lower crude oil prices will help maintain stability. For middle-class households, GST cuts off up to 13% on several commodities will bring real savings. Families will be able to afford more, reinvest their savings, and support demand for capital goods. Traders and businessmen also stand to gain, as lower taxes will increase sales volumes and market activity. With lower consumer cost, rising business momentum, and new employment avenues, this reform is more than a tax change. It is a push for India's long-term ambition of becoming the world's third largest economy. For millions of households and workers, it may well mark the beginning of a more affordable and opportunity-driven future.
This is the biggest GST reform after it was introduced in 2017. And they have compressed the number of slabs from 4 to 2. And we had earlier 5, 12, 18 and 28. Now it has been reduced to 5 and 18. Now, this has come at a very crucial time when there is a threat in the international market, especially America, when the export to America was under a challenge. Domestic market is the biggest strength of India, and this reduction, rather I would call it a substantial reduction in the GST rates, bringing it down to 2 slabs, making the whole GST simplified, is going to boost the domestic consumption, the industrial output because of the increased demand, and will give a cyclic cascading effect for improvement in employment, economic output, productivity, and GDP of the country. Now, let us understand what it is. The number of slabs coming down would not only make the GST law simplified, it will also reduce the tax burden on the common man, on the middle class, and all sections of the society. Now, this reform is based on 4 categories of people: the common man, the labor-intensive industries, the farmers, the agriculture or agriculturist. Now, if you look at India, the common man, the BPL category, they are a very large section of the society. Their purchasing power needs to be enhanced by the reduction in the GST. Our biggest challenge in this country is generation of employment. So all the industry which are labor intensive must prosper faster in order to boost the employment sector. The farmers, they are the backbone to our country and economy. They are the producers. So they should also get a boost, and agricultural products. Now if you look at the tax rate from 18, it has come down from 28. This includes some of the major consuming items like cement, which are used in the construction industry, and construction industry is also the strength and the growth propeller. At the same time, other commodities like the white goods, whose demand is also necessary to boost the white goods industries.